Well, oh well. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my channel. My name is Paul. With me today is the one and only Beanie Disturb.
Good evening.
And
I'm not sure what the bean comment is, but you know.
And the wonderful Rainer.
Good evening.
And the totally brain ducked alien Paul, of course.
I think we're all fairly ducked tonight.
Yeah. So to bring it out first things first. Next week the whole FA team will be on holiday. Next week, I think I will shut down the Discord. We will not stream. We will all play on our ducks and whatever. But Bojuk, hello. BGO,
Thanks
hello.
for the pictures. Oh, God.
Givis, hello.
Yep.
Lucas,
if you just combine the image of a holiday with that stick man that he likes posting everywhere.
DZP, hello. Fatty Gubby, hello. Jerka, hello. Yeah, you mean the jumping
the jumping stick man.
Yeah, with the wobbling wiener.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, the good thing is YouTube shouldn't hit a ban on it because wiener is wiener sausage. Yeah, so
yeah,
it's quite differently written, but yeah. Welcome to the translations.
Yeah, closing Discord for a week sounds nice.
Stefan, yeah, I mean I can't.
No, I know.
But I will.
We just turn off our ability to respond to any support questions.
Yeah. Yeah, DCP. FA will go on a holiday break. Push by Luge, hey. So we I think we really deserved it. I mean, we will try to get the update for Maze Plus out to Giants, and then we will just take a break. It's really necessary. We are so brain ducked at the moment. It's really hard. Of course, we have a lot of help out there in the community and from other modders, but it's a ton to deal with.
Yeah, I think the shock for me has just been the volume of questions.
And this has not even been horse extension. Oh, you should have been there back in the day.
I know. And I only deal with the ones that are written in English.
Yeah.
Unless none of you are about and I've got Google Translate or Deep Learning going. And but the problem is then I usually get people PMing me in German and that just doesn't work.
You know, what really amazes me is I had no idea with what amount of support and stress I had to deal back in the days until I saw how few of support and questioning it is now, but it feels the same for me. So it's not the same in the amount, but it still feels the same, and I'm still wondering how am I still alive?
Yeah, I think you are.
Just Adam, hey.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's just because there's an influx of new players, and there's the whole players from FS19 that don't realise it's not the same.
Yeah. There are so many who came late to FS19 who didn't realize what is in the base game and what was in Maze Plus and what was the map update.
Yeah. And what was seasons.
Yeah.
Because they had it all, like people like me, basically. You know, I'm pretty sure when I started playing Maze Plus was out or came out almost straight away. So, you know, I had everything.
You know what is really at the moment the top two of things people can say to annoy me? First is, why is there no mace silage in pumps and hoses BGA?
Yep.
And the second is, hey guys, you have to. No! Fucking no! We don't have to do anything!
Oh, my favourite so far is that you, because you're the farming agency, I'm not.
You are.
Sorry, they should talk to mappers should reach out to mappers to work with them to sort out the problem that there aren't growable crops.
Yeah, and people really don't get that all that I did in FS19 and I got kicked in the balls and he slapped in the face, and so not from all, don't get me wrong, there were some good guys and they will be Terra Life partners, but the others really can lick my salty balls. Sorry for that, but and in the summertime, and Rainer knows what that means in the summertime. There's not just
summertime when the weather is fine.
Yeah, when the draining happens in front and in the back, you know, where it all comes together.
No singing, Rainer. You were too close.
Rusty GB, hey, evening, Lowman, hey. So I managed to get home early enough for once to watch Paul's streams, and what do I hear? Some strange disturbed bloke.
What more could you want?
Those polite Brits, you have to love them.
Yeah. Yep. You know they're friends when they say stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think is why, like you said, like, most of us need a break from dealing with people.
Salty farming, too much fish, are you for?
Dealing with the 1%.
Yeah. I don't think that we are even that high on percentage on the idiots out there. They're just louder as most of the others, because kind people don't come up with loud swearing across when they want support or features. So yeah, it's really funny. It's really funny. The more you and Rainer nicely complain about the amount of ducks out there, the more I realize how am I still alive? I mean,
how did you cope with it without other people to try and deal with some of it?
Yeah, it's but then maybe 10 minutes later, when it's a little bit quieter, I think, well, maybe that was the reason why I tried to kill myself, right? So it was really, it's funny, but it's not, you know, in the same. So this is why I really have to be strict in that we will really close down next week completely, to get back to a normal breathing, a normal daily behavior. Because when not only one person gets burned out, well,
what I have had, which is unusual, I think, is quite a few positive comments as well.
There are so many. I
don't know how. Apparently, you do watch my videos, which that was kind of sneaky.
Yeah, you didn't think so, huh?
But I've had quite a lot of random positive comments on, you know, thanking the creation of Maze Plus and the release of it and stuff. So, you know, they are out there.
Yeah, this is what makes it so hard. Really, like I did in Discord an hour ago, where I really said, so stop here. I know I hit the wrong person in that moment, but it was just the trigger, not the person. So it is really, sometimes you just have to say, come on guys, even if you know, for example, like the last English stream that we had, even if you know that most people watching our streams or being with us are the positive ones, are the one who support us, are the one who appreciate what we're doing. So barking here is basically the wrong tree to bark at. I know that, and I hope that people know us that well now that we don't mean them. And yes, there's so much of positive feedback and the way people report and the way people are involved. I mean, on the other hand, we wouldn't do it if it wasn't that way, right? If it was keeping up with the negativity, but the negativity is, I mean, the positivity cannot. How is it called?
Outweigh.
Yeah, it cannot outweigh
Negativity.
the negativity, because the
Yeah.
negativity just, if you are really giving everything and you are close to be burned out, it really hits you. I mean, it's now go for it to the idiots, but I don't care, because I know that we have so many really good supporting people out there who help with dialing it down a little bit if people get to idiotic, yeah, right, sorry.
Yeah.
Brain
okay.
fried. What
Yeah, I could barely speak English when we started, so you know.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
I use that so often.
Yeah, wasn't today the day where you wanted to start with German?
Oh God, no.
Maybe it
That's
works
right.
better.
Maybe my brain struggled with English words when we started talking, so yeah, I don't think we'll try German today.
Okay. Ja, okay. Nein.
Schnell.
Schnell. Yeah, no. This is exactly the
But
word I
this-
don't want to hear.
This seems to be the word that every English-speaking person knows in
Yeah.
German. Schnell.
Yeah. Ja und schnell.
Adam knows I can barely speak English on any day.
Lucky Luke, good evening. Yeah, I think I have to change the color of Adam in the Discord. I think he became a kind of a Mace Plus partner.
Yeah, you made him very happy because you made him a different colour.
Oh, I did already. Right, I did already.
Did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you confused him.
Yeah, and now I confused myself because I already did. So,
Yep. That's what I mean when I said he's on the edge now.
Ah, okay. I get it. So if someone wants to make a clip to send to everybody who's asking, ja, why is there no my silage in the Pumps and Hoses PGA? Then you can say, well, Paul said he didn't implement it to give the guys from Pumps and Hoses, who are friends and partners, a little bit of a breathing week in release, so that they can deal with their stuff and we don't put stuff on top of it. So yes, we will implement it, but when the time is there, because we had to fix Maze Plus 2, and only when both mods are issue free you can top stuff on it.
Yeah. Ultimately, everyone who's using Maze Plus is playing on PC. They've always got easy dev tools if they need to swap the type of silage that's in their trailer.
Yeah.
So they can chuck it in the VPA.
You know, and the other thing I made in the German channel, for everybody who is asking something that is easily explained by reading the manual, there's a special role. I will invoice them by $3.99 by $4.99. No, by €5. And for people asking twice, they will get a free discount and they will get $9.99. So if people are asking questions that are easily answered by reading the PDF,
Yeah.
or could have been avoided by reading the PDF, yeah. And nobody can say they don't know where the PDF is, because as soon as you download Maze Plus from the correct download page, the Giants Forum, Mod Hub, original, blah blah blah, there's the README, and this is the PDF.
Yeah.
Hey, Pete
I'm
Clark.
sure. I'm sure some of those dodgy sites have copied the hyperlink as well. So
Yeah. I can't get used to the 7 o'clock start. Yeah, we had back in the days. I had the start at 8 p.m. UK time, it was 9 p.m. our time, and that confused our people. I mean, you're our people too, but I mean myself. And I was very often sitting at 6 p.m. already at the PC, and I was thinking, why is it taking so long? So I think it's a good compromise to start at 7 your time.
Yeah, well, it works well for me, and clearly I'm the most important person here. So yeah.
Yes, you are. From the non-native English speakers, yes.
No, it does. Jokingly aside, it does work for me because I can finish work, get stuff done, and then. Yeah.
Oh, that was no joke. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the most important non-native English speaker in here.
Most important non-native English.
Yeah.
I am totally confused.
Yeah, you said you can't speak English.
True.
So
Yep.
I just picked up on that.
Yep.
I didn't come up with it. I just picked up on it.
Yeah. Feels like you're bullying me now.
No, I'm trying to get a Brit.
Yeah.
The harder I am on you, the more I love you. So may I explain again, like last week, how much you mean to me, to us?
But don't do that again.
Okay. So Rainer can do then.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
I'm still picturing the salty balls.
Once was enough.
Another Thursday, another stream. Yes, Smoke Farmer. And next week, we won't have one. Next week, the whole farming agency will be closed. We will be on a holiday.
Yep. No support, but we could just make Adam do it all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically the reason for the color.
It's part of your new role, Adam. You've got to answer all support questions.
But kindly. I cannot make him unbearable. You see that he's freely, openly making videos on how to cheat with Maze Plus, so he doesn't care at all. He doesn't care at all.
You weren't supposed to see that video.
I know, and you said it in the video. This is why I watched the whole video.
That's if I say that in every video, you have to watch them all.
I do watch more than you think.
Yeah, I was genuinely curious on that, and I sort of knew the answers before I started, but I do like to try and test these things because I know it will help some people who want Maze Plus but don't want to have to do some of the complicated stuff.
Yeah.
And although it's not realistic, maybe it makes them start to want to use Maze Plus.
Yeah.
And then in a few months' time, they're doing the most complicated things you can think of.
Yeah, I know some people who were like that.
Who were scared of Maze Plus at the start.
Yeah. What a shitty mod! Oh, this is kind of nice. Oh yeah, let's make a tutorial. I know how it works. Oh, now we passed the tutorials. Let's show people how to cheat, because you know Paul doesn't like to play realistic. We have to cheat. No,
it's
but
not cheating.
no, I mean we had. I don't know if you saw the stream the other day on this map here, where I wanted to show people my beef cattle on how they are grazing, and they had only 3 sliders filled up. They have not had 4 sliders filled up, and I was really wondering if there's something wrong with it or whatever. And today the big came up. I have here the version that we are playing on Chicho. And for Chicho, we set it up the way that if you paint a certain grass, it will only fill up 3 sliders. And if you paint another grass, it will give the grass windrow and fill up all 4 sliders. But because of Sam having it globally, without Maze Plus working too, there is no wet grass in the official mod hub grazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and here I painted the milk cows with one grass and the beef cattle with the other, and I just forgot about it. So we are working on changes so that I mean, the funny thing is, back in FS19, the most annoying thing about seasons grazing was that the grass was hardened in the feeding, and the fresh grass had to be in the feeding trough with the other grass. So we had 2 times fresh grass. That annoyed me. And now that we have the chance to do it with wet grass instead of grass, what do we have? Both again. Yeah, so there has to be a solution later on. And of course people can play as they want to, so they can do it the way you did it. It's good that you showed them. Just to get the understanding, and I get why you did it, so it's no hard feelings there. But of course it annoyed me a little bit when I saw it that it is quite possible to use it not the way it is meant to.
Yeah. It's funny, someone else posted, I think independently, that they I can't remember which channel it was in, they'd fed their cows some conditioned grass and they were confused as to why it had filled all 4 sliders.
Yeah. Sven Heiliger, hey. What upset me, I'd already worked my fingers to the bone, providing the correct inputs for all field sliders before Mr. D released his video. Kaspar Buchbauer, hey, hello. What do you mean with are there any maps yet?
He was asking about the growable fruits.
Oh, okay.
Or
Oh, the one topic I really...
we're not talking. We're not going to talk. There may be maps out. If there are, half of them have got crop textures that were taken from FS19 Horse Extension.
Yeah, and the best thing is, after the guy demanding that he made this himself, by a big backslash from people saying, well, they look exactly like the FS19 from Farming Agency, he got other textures that were from other modders in FS13 or something like that. So good luck with that.
Yeah.
Anders Friedrich, good evening.
Like there, in some amount of time, there will be some really awesome maps which have lots of awesome textures and props in them.
I mean,
and they'll be from the Farming Agency.
Yeah, and from Oxygen David, who is quite an iconic person in doing new textures.
He's quite good at mapping, isn't he?
Yeah, no, I mean, especially for the textures, because in FS19 there was by accident, I don't know why, everybody said that all the crops were from him, made by him, when he just made the alfalfa. And he edited some of the onions and carrots, but we redid them completely. So I have no problem in giving him credit for being an awesome texture maker, because he is, I mean, crop texture maker. So he is really someone you can rely on hitting the right tone of the color grading with all the crops. He mostly redid everything for his maps, because he wanted to have a nice color scheme on it, and he has. And the other guy is Bullet Bill, who does it the same way. And I hope that we get the color grading in between Chicho, Oxys Carmston, or the new map, and Bullet Bill's map, because it just looks amazing good. And so I think when we have done our textures, I think Oxy will have a look at them too, to make it more fitting. And he's, by the way, one of the Terra Life and Farming Agency Musketeer partners who was a real partner, who gave and received and never tried to get the best out of us. So this is what I meant with all the other guys now trying to get our FS19 stuff running in FS22. just to be the first. And yeah, they are mostly the guys who were not or are not partners anymore and will not be Terra Life partners.
I'm really looking forward to Bullet Bill's map when it's ready, because obviously he skipped 19, and 19 was the first one that I played. So
Yeah.
and the pictures look amazing.
That's you know that this is already a little meme with Bullet Bill. That I don't know who came up with it, but I know that I said back in the days when he PM'd me, he said, well, FS22 is looking good. I think I will try it. And I said, well, then we can finally play together in one farm sim. And he said, yeah. And then I said, well, there's the proof for Giants. FS22 will be good when even Bullet Bill starts to play on it again. So
I've had lots of people who are always really positive about his stuff, and I haven't really even seen any of it because I never looked back at 17. So seeing the pictures that he's posted on his Facebook page of his new map, it seems to capture the kind of feel of the UK.
yeah, it's. I mean, it would be. I mean, there are two different things to look at. A lot of people say, well, it's an honor to work with farming agency to get their stuff, but on my end, for us, it is an honor to be knighted by Oxy and Bullet Bill to even be worthy of having stuff that they want to have. So there are really not many out there at the moment where I really care about. It's SMI modding Matteo, because he's just really family. Simulacri or Universe Simulation, because they are also really good partners. There's Castor, for example, the German one. And yeah, there's Oxygen David and there's Bullet Bill. And I mean, on the part of mapping, right? There are modders like DMI modding, who are really good guys, and NLD. But it kind of is what it is. There is not that much more of modders out there who really prove them. It sounds so wrong, but who prove themselves worthy. That every minute you put in long nights editing stuff really were worth it because they appreciated it and gave the stuff back. If that's...
I think what a lot of it is, and it's missing a lot across bits of the modding community, is giving as much back to people as you take from them.
Yeah, and not taking stuff, just getting stuff.
Yeah,
given.
But,
This is where I don't know if it is in the English translation the same, but in German it is geben und bekommen, so giving and receiving.
Yes.
And not taking and giving, right?
Yeah. It's,
and a certain what? Probably his most known map, and a certain Irish guy who used to be a member. What did I miss?
I'm kind of confused as well. Only because my brain's fried. You can PM me that smock if you want. I can't remember who you're talking about.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There were some Irish and some Scottish people too, but we never came to an end because we did our part and they didn't finish it. So that is not meant badly. It's just they were not at the end there. So
yeah.
You mean Lancy?
I didn't realize he was Irish.
Lancy?
Yeah.
I didn't know too. I did not know. Yeah, Lancy is he's a good guy. I really like him, but he is not an easy guy, and my problem is if I tell him twice on how to make stuff and he redoes it and it does not work because he redid it, that's where at a point where I have to get back to focusing on my stuff. For example, I knew, and everybody knew, that Stone Valley will hit a conflict with Maze Plus by not naming Alfalfa the way we named Alfalfa in the horse extension in most of his maps.
Yep.
And I don't want to be the guy who has to give support for stuff that I told months ago wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Right, so Lancy is a really good guy, so no doubt, yeah. But I have to dial down the stress level a little bit. And with Oxy, Bullet Bill, the Italians, the French, the Dutch, I have no stress. It's work, but I don't have stress because if you agree on stuff, then it is that way, and you don't have to control it every time.
Yeah. And yeah, it's easier if the maps that you're working with are generally very well built, and you're not having to fix things before you can add your own stuff.
Yeah. I
mean,
mean,
the people you work with mostly understand how to add it.
Yeah. That's the things to go for, easy, no stress. Yeah. Casey, Jonas, hey. No, it's really for people who do not know the whole process that we have been through. Maybe don't get why I react on certain things.
Yeah.
This is never the first attempt that people want stuff from me or that I do stuff for people. Just keep in mind, it's already 2 or 3 years old that I have been on this rodeo, and now I am just keeping my team first, my health first, and that we actually can play with... Holy moly! I'm overloading. What the... Oh, that was close. That we really want to play with the stuff we built. It was not possible. It basically came to the point where the team knew me, but they didn't know me at all because I was never there. Because when someone was calling, I was always there for the other guys to build stuff in, and the team was coming short. And this cannot happen now that we are working as a complete team on Terra Life. We have to be together. We have to play together. We have to laugh together. And this is more important than any mapper out there maybe wanting our stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
Fanti, hello. Marco, moin.
Like the stream last week, most of that, we some of it got a bit deep, but most of it was just us sitting, chatting, and having a laugh.
Yeah.
And it's it has to be fun.
Yeah, people really are. I mean, there are a lot of new players that are coming to FS22 who don't know the history and all that stuff, and they want plug and play mods. And that we don't deliver a plug and play mod, for example, is one of the issues why I sometimes think, well, what did we do the last 2 years? Didn't they notice? But it kind of was plug and play because we created the mod, we built it into the maps, it was a whole ecosystem, it was plug and play. Yeah, and
you just you downloaded the map of the area you wanted, it had horse extension built into it.
Yeah.
You added Maze Plus and you played it, and it was all fine.
And now with I mean, back in the days, we delivered the food and we delivered the spices, and now that we are saying, well, get up your ass and pick up your spices by yourself, people get angry at us.
Yeah.
So,
you can't please everyone, and a lot of the changes that are in Maize Plus, a lot of people like. The fact that it's really easy now to customize so much of Maize Plus, down to what you put in bunker silos. That's in an XML file.
December Farms, hey, and Nerka, hey.
I don't appreciate the effort that was put in to make it customizable.
Yeah, because normally it was not necessary for us.
Yeah. It could have just been set up so that if you download Maize Plus, you play the farming agency version, and you can't customize it. And you have cows that eat 50 million tons of food every day, and but you took the time to make it customizable so that other people that want to play with it and enjoy it can set it up how they want.
You know what I think on top of it too is I'm not sure if it was this morning or last night. You remember the guy who was asking for the sheep for the math of the action? So
yeah,
it is not. It can happen. So nothing, no bad feelings here. It's just where I thought maybe people are overwhelmed by Maize Plus because they think too complicated.
I think sometimes people are thinking too much. There was, hopefully they don't mind me mentioning them because they were laughing about themselves afterwards as well, asking that, if I don't put mineral in, does that mean that my TMR is not going to put mineral in the mineral bar?
Yeah.
And it's just people overthinking things because they think it's really complicated.
You know that especially this part is something where I had tonight a really rough night where I couldn't sleep. I think people do not get the way this stuff works, or we didn't explain that well. Give me a sec. I mean, there are 3 basic features that are important to understand. 4. The sliders for the cows, for example. The food that is standing in there, is that what you can put in there directly to the trough? There is stuff in that is only necessary because of the grazing, for example. And there's stuff in there that you can put in there like soybean or stuff like that. So then there are the mixtures. The mixtures basically have 4 sliders where there could be numbers in there. It is, if there is standing grass windrow, it doesn't mean that it will fill up grass windrow. It just means it fills up the slider where grass windrow is in. So if we could put a number in the first slider and say slider 1, put it in the recipe, in the mixture and say slider 1, then there would be no confusion about the food that is standing there, because it's not namely the food, it's just the name of the slider where it gets in. Then you go to the recipes, to the mixer wagons. There it really cares what you can put in there, because you can put in, for example, soybean into the mixer wagon, because in the mixture it is allowed, but the mixture will not fill up soybeans, maybe another slider, number 2 or number 3. And this is something I think people got confused about, because they read the fill type and they think, okay, my mixture only fills up grass windrow, sugar beet cut, and blah blah blah, but I want to have minerals in there.
Yeah.
And they don't get that mineral slider number 4 is just maybe not the minerals taken, maybe grain grist taken or something like that. And this is something that we really have to point out more carefully, because this is, I think, something that confuses people.
Possibly, yeah. Possibly. My advice generally is leave the mixtures alone unless you're really confident in what you're doing. Because unless you're deleting stuff from the food that can go into the different sliders, you can leave the mixture alone and just play with the recipes.
Michael Meyer, you can store the food in the Dolker silos. And Marco, mal gucken, ob ich das. I will try to explain it to you in English, because we made it not for lazy people. That means that the helper is not working intentionally on wet grass or semi-dry grass, only on the standard. So you are not, you should not use the helper. This is why we made it that way. Yeah, downhiller Timo! This time there's no Südeifel Agrar here to delete your post. Yes, the other day he was saying the same, and a moderator just deleted his because he was he didn't know that it is kind of a running gag.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it was. I was really. I'm so sorry.
you will have seen from my video where I encourage cheating that you can use coarse play on all those different types of grass.
Standard grass is conditioned grass, correct. So we basically put in wet grass as fresh grass in front of it, and semi-dry grass as semi-dry behind it. So this is also the reason why the mower conditioner is basically the base game setting. When you mow with the mower conditioner, you can use the tether on standard to get it directly to hay, and this is why it doesn't work with wet grass. Because we don't support lazy people. As long as we are not the lazy people. If we are,
yes, those bad lazy farmers.
Yeah. So no, there's behind everything is a reason, and the reason is not to make the life harder for you guys. It's just because we wanted to say, hey, Anso, you can't use the helper button. You have to do it your own. Right, Rainer? Mm-hmm. It's just because of our workers on multiplayer. Oh, I think there has to be someone downloading my mod folder. I think the next bigger stream I have to do the maize silaging, and I can't do it alone.
Okay. I was going to suggest this week, but my brain is not capable, and we're not going for particularly long.
No,
today,
this week. No. Tomorrow and on Saturday I will do the, as I said, the basically live tutorial. And I'm not sure if I will do something on Sunday. So at least Sunday will be then the last stream at all. So I will do 3 tutorial live streams, short ones, and no multiplayer streaming at all.
There's a good chance that by the time we're doing this again, I'll have my decent laptop back as well.
Oh, that's nice. Swiss Missy, hello, and thank you for your kind coffee tip. Thank you. I have to be honest, I never recognized you, not because of the tip, but because of the Swiss Missy. I never read the name, I thought. And now I gave you the right role, the correct role in Discord, and now I see you. And DZP was thinking that the car was hitting me in the side, of course, because he's our clip master. So guys, do you have any questions that Mr. Disturb did not answer in his tutorials, or did you watch all the tutorials? What do you say on how he's behaving with the tutorials, with the cheating parts and all that stuff?
Those weren't in a tutorial.
It kind of was.
That's just me playing the game.
No, there was something in the title that kind of gave it away.
It's me playing the game how I like to maybe not play it, but it was slightly clickbaity, I admit.
Okay, okay.
Slightly clickbaity.
No, I mean, just I think there's a good chance that people will watch the tutorials next week a lot more. We try. Don't take me exactly by the word, but we try to do the final upload of Maze Plus to ModHub on Sunday. This will not change any of the PDF or the tutorial. Yeah, the tutorials maybe because they were kind of old. In some points,
yeah,
but not in general. So if you watch the tutorials, you will not mislearn something. There will be only one or two things, maybe a mixture from Doika feed or something that is different, or that the 25 is not no more longer available in the Maze Plus. But all the other things that will be covered also, maybe do we get it until Sunday, the PDF, right?
I've done a first update today. I think it needs. Limone did an update to the German one, which I think needs to be put into the English one. But we're not a long way off having them done.
So Limone told me that he would change something. I have to be honest. This morning I didn't understand what he meant. I just gave a thumbs up. Yeah, you know what you're doing, right? Do it.
Yeah. What's our edits kind of crossed because he was working on the German one.
Yeah.
And I then went and worked on the English one, and he then posted what he'd changed in the German one.
So you were communicating.
Not directly, but there will be there are some updates in both in the English and the German PDFs already. They are not exactly the same updates yet.
But so let's say the updates to the PDF that you are making from Monday on, I would say it was Monday where the hotfix was, right?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I did a bunch of stuff today which reflects the version we're at now, but I suspect a lot of that won't change because it's to do with feed mixtures and things like that.
And there will be no change for that. So the update that is coming now, the only thing that is major for gameplay changes is that we will try to get the pumps and hoses BGA working with our silages. So this is nothing new. It will be maybe the same as it is in the other BGAs. It's not the same, of course, because it's a much more complicated one that the guys have there. But so this is not really something that you have to cover in a big PDF. Everything else, I mean, this morning I think there was that was the comment that someone made. Pig food in the mixer, and it only filled up 2 sliders, is because the first Animal Food Edition that I put out there was exactly the version that we used on the server. There was a whole lot of testing involved, so I didn't want to buy the Giants pig food and the Doika pig food, and then so I just made all 4 sliders to fill up, but it was never intended to be that way because they should complement each other. That was meant for the version to release, because you of course can change the outcome. You can, if you just want to use standard Giants pig food, you can change the recipe to 4 sliders and you don't use Doika anymore. So this will be not a big topic, but what will be a big topic is that we put in your corrected prices.
Yes. Yes, so Smock, you won't have to do a 4th update to add in that fill types file. It will be part of Maze Plus for the next update.
So, and then we have some smaller issues that we have fixed. There was the tension belt at the Stade that needed fixing. There were some function L10N texts that needed fixing. We made, I think it was it or was it not? I'm not sure if it was already in the hotfix. The change to the bales for the autoloader.
I think that's already in.
Yeah, possible. So there is really nothing big changing.
There might be the other bale stuff that you mentioned before we came on.
Yeah, this is completely totally off topic because I have no clue where we are going with this. I don't know if we have to change or he can change or so this is something that maybe if he's not planning on releasing it in the next 14 days, that we will keep for later.
Yeah.
But yeah, that should be it. I mean, we are very, very yeah, how do you say it? We are waiting. We are in good thinking. No, we are. What are we? We are hoping for. We are. Dang it.
We are almost done.
Yeah, no, but we are. We think and we are hoping that this will be the final bug fixed version with everything done. So we are in. How do you say when you're waiting for something to happen? How do you say when a woman is pregnant? She is
expecting.
Yes. So we are expecting. We are expecting to have the last update there where our bugs are then fixed because all the other stuff. And Braven is doing a massive job on getting revamp productions, Castor's BGA, pumps and hoses, Mace Plus, Autoload, all under one hood. So yeah, this is basically why we say okay, maybe we should take next week really off because there shouldn't be any complaints because it's just fixing something and not putting something on top on it. Or
okay, I didn't know another expression for pregnant is up the duff.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay, I guess I have to remember that one.
Peter.
Yep. You learn a whole different aspect of the English language.
Yeah, but up the duff, you know that I don't know if you get it when I'm saying it in German, but it sounds a little bit like in German Braten in der Röhre.
Yep.
Yeah, up the duff, so like up the oven. So there's
Yep.
Is it the same? The meaning?
Yep.
Okay. So
Yep.
13 in der Frau, Dankeschön, dass du da warst.
The nicest one was someone out of my friend circle said his sister is in calf when she was pregnant.
Wow. So
or as we say in this region of Germany, he's abkalben.
Yeah.
Oder die hat gekalbt.
Yeah. This is something that you say really if you I mean I think British people would say that to their best friend's wife. Or if they are out having a drink and saying she's going to cough.
As long as she can't hear, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because then you would stop breathing, right? If she could hear it eternally. Bun in the oven, yeah. It's similar to Braten in der Röhre, yes. So romantic, yes, we are, aren't we?
we are such a romantic race and group.
You know, today in ModHub, this funny thing here came up to make seeds. And when I was in my first year of learning farming, we did it exactly that way. It's a production you have to set up. I didn't try it yet, but it's basically when I downloaded it, Rainer texted me, "Look at that! That's so nice. We need to have it." It's really this wow moment, because this is really something that we did back in the days, putting in wheat, for example, and then some additives to make it toxic for so with herbicides and stuff like that, right? And yeah, this is how we did it. Of course, you don't do tons of it, but you can do quite an amount of it. So yeah, I really
That's really cool.
yeah, it is. It is really cool. It's for the smaller stuff to do. So and
I could see that appearing on my Let's Play on here.
yeah, I
That'd be
can see them
perfect.
appearing on the Compton stream too.
Oh, that'd be far too small.
Thanks for remembering when I wanted to try this.
And the other thing is, I think we will have quite a different machinery on Compton than I thought.
Okay.
The good thing yesterday, Universum Bruno sent me something from the MX front loaders, and he said, "You're not supposed to talk about it until Sunday 6 p.m. Not so." And then suddenly the company Melo, or how it is called, MX, the front loaders, posted it on their page, and I said, "Well, that went well." So I guess I can talk about. I will not show it yet, but I can talk about it. So I think we will, if you're fine with it, we can use Massey Ferguson setup with the front loaders, or we will use New Holland, because I didn't use New Holland that much, and I have a save game of Compton with the New Hollands, and I think they kind of fit well in there.
Yeah, I don't think I've used that much New Holland, so yeah, I don't mind. You know, like a T7 Blue Power or something.
Yeah, because I saw you used my JCB yellow Valtra in the video.
I have yet to put a dent in it. It's fine.
No.
It'll come back in mint condition.
No, to be honest, I mean, that I'm using Valtra and JCB basically from the beginning in FS22. Yeah. And now with Giants releasing them, it feels like everybody's now suddenly using Valtra. All the guys who've complained and make fun of me before, Valtra, now using it. And it's kind of another save with...
It's the new thing.
Yeah, but another save with Valtra also. And with me now playing on here, using the Steyrs, I really don't need to feel... again, those on the other. And New Holland we didn't do until now, and there are some nice ones out there. I will maybe redo some of them a little bit. And the New Holland Harvester that came to Mod Hub this week is a little bit smaller than the one that I have on Chicho. I think the smallest one on Chicho I will change. I will replace with this, but I would also love to have this maybe on Compton, so that we make a little bit a New Holland themed. If we can put one or two JCBs on there, would be nice, just for the telehandler and all that stuff too.
Works for me.
Yeah. It's just before I forget again. I had a long night with no sleep and a lot of thoughts, so this is what I was thinking. Just as long as you're here.
Eventually that'll happen.
So, yeah, and then after the break, I'm not sure if we can manage to do so, but after the break, if you are back on your laptop and we get Chicho and Compton on Terra Life Beta, I think there will be a lot of interesting streams afterwards.
Yeah. I think it should be good.
And I got something that you can train me on. It's the Follow Me mod.
Yep.
And the auto drive. And
I use a lot. Auto drive, not so much.
Yeah, I need to know how it works for some trailers. Maybe the auto drive makes sense.
Yeah. Yep.
And the other thing was, I think it was Sven Heiliger who taught me the was it on the enhanced vehicle or was it on the VCA with the GPS? I think it was enhanced.
We sat and tried to use the enhanced one last week.
Yeah, this is where I deeply went down the rails. So I was not sure if I was using that before or the VCA.
The VCA one is the one that I like to use. But
I think we used VCA and a real manual transmission, right, Rainer?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, and this FS we had to skip it and go. So then maybe it is the VCA GPS that I wanted to use, and no wonder I didn't like the
Yeah, I
enhanced
think
one.
doesn't it conflict with the real transmission on here? The realism gearbox.
Yeah, the VCA, as far as I know, as someone mentioned, is not conflicting anymore.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. But I think we don't use realism add-on transmission on the Comston anyways, because I don't think that we will have any shifting tractors. And if we do, it's us.
It'll save me pain if we don't.
Yeah, I thought about that. It would make a lot of things easier.
Yeah.
And we don't have to be that hardcore realistic, because Modelleicher is not in that safe game. So
yeah. Rainer happily suffers on keyboard with the realistic gearbox.
Yeah,
the big multiplayer.
The only problem I will have, I think, is I have to do 2 different key bindings, input bindings, because if I do so on Comston with the VCA, it will mess up my settings if I go back to the others. So we will figure it. We will figure that out. But I think it will be very interesting for people to see on how we try stuff and test stuff and work with some TerraLife things. It will be a long time that we stay on this. I think probably way too long. But yeah, we but so we kind of have the opportunity, or people will have the opportunity to play with Maze Plus, and at the same time asking us stuff about the upcoming, and we can talk to people, and maybe I hope that you are not that fast again, that you will start doing TerraLife tutorials this year before we
No.
You know what? I just rewatched the video. Can you remember when we talked about what is planned with Maze Plus and all that stuff? And I said, okay, you can do a video on what you heard in the streams, what I told you.
Yep.
Is it 6 or 7 months old? I'm not sure.
It's probably more. I think I thought I might have ended up deleting it. It's probably about 7 or 8 months.
Or was it even last year? Was it around Christmas? I'm not sure.
Let me have a look.
It was way back. That so much is true.
The 2 that I have were from November last year.
Yeah. Imagine that. And soon we're in November again.
Yeah.
And hey guys, we have to celebrate today something, because today is the partnership, the collaboration with Novak, exactly on the day today, 2 years. And we planned back then for FS22 to do the Novak, and it was kind of an interesting thing to see on how much information went from here to there and all over, and how far we have come from there. It's really nice. Just wanted to throw it in here. So it was something that really popped up today. Oh yeah, there's one other thing. I'm not sure if we will put it in the PDF or if we will put it later in the PDF, or if we have to test something. We have the animal override, right? And we define for the animal the input and the output. And I'm not sure on how we implement the separated manure or the separated digestate from pumps and hoses. The other day when I had pumps and hoses active, it showed in the right corner below slurry there was this digestate for the husbandry. I put in one shovel in just here where I have the straw bale, and it showed up in this overview, but I couldn't see a change in the husbandry. So I'm not sure if we have to tell people, if you want to use it, you have to put it in there, or if we can put it in there and it will have no conflicts if pumps and hoses is not active. This is the only thing that will be changed.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so keep that in mind that we have to
Yeah.
talk about that. In FS19, for example, in the whole mixing and stuff, Modelleicher made a fallback. So, for example, if you did not use the CCM extension, but you had in your feeding CCM, it gave no error. He basically asked, is it active or not? If not active, then don't give an error, just a warning, CCM is missing. Because we had on Holzer map, I think, where there was a built-in CCM mill, a lot of people having issues because if they hadn't used CCM, it would crash the game. So I'm not sure if we need something like that for this.
I wonder whether it picks it up off the straw usage.
I have no idea.
I've done nothing with pumps and hoses yet. I installed it after we chatted the other day, and it's just been sat there.
No. If you need auto drive courses setting up to anything, give me a shout. I'll see what I can do for you. Well, if you are as good as a driver as Disturb is,
he is not. He does not have the outstanding skills that I have. But he's actually quite good at setting up auto drive courses.
Yeah, my problem will be that the auto drive will not work on the regular maps because, for example, Chicho, there's nothing like it was before. Just quoting Alien City.
Yeah.
So it's impossible for someone out there doing a course for my farm.
Yeah, I guess with Calmston though, we're starting from a map that looks a lot like the basic map. So
yeah, but we are. You think so?
True.
But no. For example, if we change something that we will change in the Terra Life maps, if we change it there, then the how is it called? Give me a sec. Have a look. These field roads here, how are they called in English?
Yeah, the tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will change. So I'm not sure if they will be 3 meters to the right or 3 meters to the left or in the middle. So this is also very hard, and there are a lot of them. Those paths.
We'll probably end up doing a lot of it.
And we are too.
A lot of the way I use auto drive is I just create little bits as I need them.
Yeah, and we are 2 people, so we don't need auto drive at all, because I think if we are playing on 5 or 6 day seasons, we will search for work anyways. So, but thank you for the offer anyways. But there's not much color change possible for your color now at the moment, so don't get into it too much. You have to do the whole Discord next week and all the support and all that stuff. So I think you will be busy with that, and in the Disturbed Discord, of course, too. Karl-Heinz Sky, hey.
But even more power in my Discord.
Yes.
Yeah. He's one of my moderators.
Yeah, but it's just Adam. Where's Eve? Where's Eve?
On that bombshell.
On the newer Grand Tour stuff, it is on this terrible disappointment.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the last one they did.
Yeah, I just watched it the other day. It was very good.
So, I think we pretty much hit the time that we were aiming at.
The late start, yeah.
Yeah, I think that will be it for today. To have a good ending. And you guys know if there's something that you have questions about, don't hesitate to ask. But rethink if you could have get the answer by reading the PDF or watching Disturb's videos. Right? Yep. Keep that in mind.
Yep. And if one of the things that I'm trying to be stronger on as well now is if you watch one of my videos and you have questions, please come and use the Discord, because I can't answer a 3-page long question in YouTube comments.
You saw the German guy who had issues with putting the bale into the mixer wagon?
Yeah, I did not know.
He started on Facebook, on YouTube, and he said it doesn't work. And it goes back and forth. And then I said, well, come to the Discord, because it's impossible to find a solution. And I don't give support in the comments. He came in, and I said, now I need a screen. He sent me the screen, and I saw standard ratio and maize silage, as I thought before. And he said, no, it's the standard silage. It doesn't. I said, it's not. But I bought them. I said, then you misbought them. I said, no. I said, buy them again. And I tested it, and everything worked. And then he said, well, this is, I don't know. No, it's working. And I said, you're welcome.
Magic. Yeah. Magic. Yeah, it's so often it's like you can do a little bit in YouTube comments if it's something really obvious. If it's anything that involves more than me saying 1 or 2 things which I know will fix it, you need to be on Discord so you can actually share information.
The other thing is, what really annoys me is, of course, the people who are watching our streams now are not the one that I aim at now, but is it so hard to use the search function? I think there is nothing more annoying than answering the same question 30 times in a row. Even 2 posts above, the same question was asked, and with a picture it was answered. This is something where I see me where I really lose everything, right? Where I really lose my good behavior.
SHIT.
Yeah.
There's just, I mean, I was willing to, and I'm willing to, being polite and help but and most of the time it really hits the wrong person.
Yeah, you don't want to be the 6th or 7th person that asks that question.
You really don't, because there's today there was a little bit, I was a little bit furious, and I can tell you, if that question would have popped up 1 time more, I wouldn't answer it. I would have just banned. And just imagine you are the person just joining the Discord, waiting 10 minutes to write, and you write the question, and then you immediately get banned, and you don't know why. So this is a tip for everybody. If you join a new Discord because you need to know something, the first thing you do is say hello. Always a good start. And then search if there is something about this topic already. And if you don't find something about this topic, think about, is there a PDF? I mean, the Wobster quote with read the fucking manual, right? Is for pumps and hoses not the best to use, because they don't have a PDF, they just have in-game help. So I didn't get an answer from Wobster when I asked where's the PDF. But just keep in mind, we are really willing to help, and it doesn't help if you say, can we do it via PN or something. No, we can't, because our inbox is full. And every question or help is given on private message won't help others who are capable of using the search function.
Yeah.
And there is this new thing with opening threads and all that stuff. I see it in Creative Mesh Discord. I don't want to go there. I don't want to point people to threads. I want to educate and train our Discord users to just come in, be nice, use the search function. If you don't find it, we will help you. No problem.
And the other one, please don't tag people to ask a question.
Yeah, if you answer something, you can delete the tagging of the person. You can still answer on this question so that people know, I'm answering on this, but you don't have to tag the person.
Yeah, it's it's only happened to me a couple of times, but it happens to you so many times.
Mm-hmm.
There are 6 5, 6, 7, 10 people that can answer your question. You really want to wait for Paul, who might have had a bad night and might be asleep all day. You want to wait for him to wake up at 8 p.m. to answer your question. No one else can answer it because you've asked him.
When I say tag me for that, this is mostly used, for example, on other Discords, because I cannot frequently watch every conversation. And if someone really has a special question to me, then you can tag me on another Discord. But it's not necessary in my own Discord where the whole team is watching, because then you get really... you get brain fucked when every time. I mean, Rainer said the other day he was doing support. He started on top and went down to the bottom and thought, okay, it's time to have a coffee. And then all of a sudden it started on the top again. And yet now imagine this, doing so by popping up the tags everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not just the topics, it's the tags also. And it's really hard. It's not. I mean, you have to understand. We do it all on a daily basis, but in our spare time. So if you start getting annoyed by something, you really quickly start ignoring stuff, and this is not what I want to. And I don't want to have moderators, for example, who are not polite. But if something like that happens that often, there is just a breaking point. You can be as good as you want to. There is a breaking point. And with people asking for maize and grass silage in the pumps and hoses BGA, it kind of quadrupled the questioning for bug reports. And is it necessary? No. Is it life-saving? No. Is pumps and hoses out 2 days? Yes. Will there be a solution? Yes. Is there an explanation? Yes, in basically every channel. So I know it's barking the wrong tree again, because it's
all the people here know. But eventually someone new might come along.
Yeah. Discord training, baby. Yeah, I mean, just look at the Discord. We are getting up to 14,000 people, and I think we have a very polite and kind Discord, but it was not from the beginning that way. It has not to be the most populated Discord. It has to be the Discord where you can post food pictures. Or you can get help. So there is no need for the every time morning, coffee, morning, coffee. Yeah.
Oh, the really, as I call it, the really inaccurate clock.
Yeah. So
some Discords are.
We really don't need that. But if you have a well spoken question, you're always welcome. Misbehavior, I will judge very hard. I weed people out who do not behave the way. Often they come with, free speech, and yes, free speech, my ass on the other side of the door, because this is my living room. And I think a lot of people really like that it is that way on the Discord. Of course, you can also be angry sometimes. It can happen to everybody. But if we keep it on a level where we can be at least polite or respectful, it's okay. As soon as it gets over Peggy whatever or being disrespectful, the door is so fast opened and closed from the other side. Yeah, what this stuff said, Adam.
Okay. And deep learning, yeah.
What? Smog Farmer, you misbehaved? What did you do? Tell me, what did you do? I mean, there's always a coming back from. I mean, if people get banned and they really don't know why, well, I think they are banned for the right reason. But if people know why and they say, well, sorry for that, there's always an open door for back. I mean, there are certain stages of not coming back for. Yeah, I mean, if you really do crazy stuff. but now I'm interested, Smoke Farmer. What did you do? Tell me. Give me a good night's sleep. Don't keep me awake. And there's a difference in between getting kicked or getting banned, right?
Yeah.
I was talking to Combine Bird about something back when Maze Plus for FS19 came out. Okay, you were talking or you were complaining or you were demanding. There are three possible ways now. Now I have to have a look. Now I really have to have a look.
That would have been quite a long time ago, I suspect.
I'm not sure, but let's have a look. Let's prove that I do so as I say so.
I could believe that. You have a very. You're saying he was a bit too direct with his answer. He has a very direct style.
Yeah.
Good guy though.
Yeah, you got your second chance. You can rejoin if you want to. Let's put it to a test. There was no reason given with the ban, so that kind of looks not the way that I did it, or that it was really something that was that awful that there's no coming back. The good guys, I mean the good guys, right? They have a really good reason always when they get banned, standing in the ban. Ah, now I get it. Yeah, now I get. Oh, okay. That was me. It was that was with the free speech, you know. And I can explain. I can really explain, but I don't want to get personal. It's just general. What I learned from people who try to explain their misbehavior with free speech is where I really get angry at. Because yes, free speech is one thing, but free speech ends where you hurt someone else or you spread misinformation. And this is on a family Discord. It's really hard to come by. So if you are angry, I mean, you see that when I'm posting and I'm angry, you see it, but I will never ever attack one person, or I will never ever say, because this is my Discord, I can do so. This is really something you always have to think about. There are kids in the Discord. This is a family Discord. We are partnered Discord. And we are partners of Giants, so they focus on kids. And you can't tell kids on how to behave. You have to live it, so they will imitate it. And this is where I'm really really strict in things. And a lot of Americans, for example, I have to say it, Farmer Klein, who don't get what Maze Plus, for example, is all about, but complain about it and judge it, and then attack, and then say, well, it's my right of free speech, for example. Yeah, just for example. This is where I say, well, not in my room. So I unbanned you, and you can rejoin, and we will start over. But now I know why, and this is much better that I know now why, so I can have a good sleep. and maybe this was just a day where you hit me on the wrong day. I had some very bad days. I think it was before FarmCon, right? If it was before FarmCon,
it was FS19 Maze Plus.
No. It was this year. Because I remember. And
okay.
They were talking about stuff that was implemented in FS19, but was not in FS. Yeah, so, it's all good. Before FarmCon, I was in a very bad place because all the negativity really reached me that deep. and all the positivity just couldn't get through. And with FarmCon, where people who I really care about and who are, for example, from Giants or John Deere or social media influencer, whatever, who were so positive, and people from the community just going to FarmCon to meet me, that kind of built me back up again. So, yeah, we will be fine in the future. So feel free to rejoin, and no bad feelings here. And this is what I like when we talk about issues. I mean, you can't talk back that much. You can just write. But when we talk about things and both say, okay, wasn't that fine? Let's try it again. Yeah, and now we finally really reached the limit that we gave us. But it is, as I said, disturbed, right? If you have a topic where there's really...
I knew it wouldn't be 8 o'clock.
No, 9 o'clock here.
I know what you're like.
Yeah. So, guys, if you want to support us, please leave a like, leave a subscribe, hit the bell icon. You can leave us really kindly a tip or a donation or whatever you want. We are happy about every penny. If you want to pre-order stuff or buy stuff like pumps and hoses, use the Alien Paul code, for example. You can support us. It will no extra cost be for you. And of course, watch our streams and watch Disturb's YouTube tutorials. Cheating like a pro.
Oh, harsh. I even shared the link for the PDF.
Yeah, you should have named the video. I just give a duck what Paul says, and I would never have watched the video.
I just know now not to mention you at the start.
Maybe or maybe not. Okay, guys. Rainer, thank you for being here.
Yeah, good night, everyone.
Disturb my little bean. Thank you for being here.
Night all.
And to you guys, thank you for tuning in. And I hope we see you the next time. Have a good one. Bye, guys.
Take care. Bye.